Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AT Spectre 8K. My name is Steven Azure. I am the man behind the camera today because the man in front of the camera, Mr. What's your name?
AT Spectre, and don't forget the 8K.
And what did you do today, Mr. Forget the 8K?
I got 14th place at the Brooklyn Regional at a 421 playing pure BA. No Orcust, no Block Dragon, just pure good old Dente.
Broken. All right, so let's see a build. Well, before we see the build, why do you want to play this deck today? Tell me, talk to me.
I've been playing this deck for a while. I've been kind of like tinkering and mastering it. Been playing BA for like over a year.
Okay.
I just think that it's very versatile. It's a great deck that like you don't have to keep like spending money. It's not really gonna get hit on the ban list. And it's so versatile that you can always change it up to your liking. It's one of the few decks that is not linear like so many of the other meta decks. That's why I love it. Every single thing, like there's a pattern that I do, but every single time you play this deck, something new happens.
Awesome.
It's fantastic.
Cool, so let's get into the build.
I'm gonna go with that with something new by starting with the extra deck because we have Mr. Dante himself.
Yes.
Alright, so one Dante.
Broken.
Only one. Because of the fact that you want to kill your opponent and you want to set up a board that they can't break. One of his Bay, Beatrice.
Of course.
My Bay too. She should come in Ultimate Rare because she's an Ultimate Bay. This card is my no to Nibiru. My opponent tried to Nibiru me around 9 in game 2.
Okay.
And I made Gossip Shadow, and he didn't know what it did, so I had to lose a Gossip Shadow, and I Gossip Shadowed him and drew a card, and it was Ash Blossom, and he was playing Orcust.
That's pretty good.
So have fun playing Traffic, you know, stay in school. The card that throws everybody for a loop is literally my favorite. Herald of the Abyss. This card, I didn't make it once today, but I tried.
Okay.
This card is pretty hard to make, but if you can make it in BA, it literally tells Orcust and Thunder Dragon no.
It's pretty broken.
You cannot pay cost, so you cannot send cards from the hand or deck to the graveyard as cost, and any card sent there is banished instead. So with all their Orcust cards, if they send cards to the graveyard from their hand or main deck, it's banished.
Yeah.
And it's a negate. It's a free spell or trap negation, which is fantastic. It just tributes itself off.
How do you normally make it if you do make it?
You'll see in the deck in a little bit.
Oh, okay. Kinky.
One Yazi, because he's just broken.
It's pretty good.
One F.A. Dawn Dragster, because we like negating spells and traps.
We do.
One Aplusa. I made her once. She's actually not the best boss monster. She's like the 3rd best in this deck. It's crazy. Dante's obviously number 1, so make her 4th.
Of course.
Technically 5th, because, you know, Beatrice. Maybe, yeah, let's put her down the list. The one time I made her, it was terrible. Avermax is the real MVP.
Yes.
I played against 3 Orcust. I 3-0'd them today. Avermax is so difficult for them to get over because their only real out is to Dingirso it, and then he sends back Dingirso, so they have no monsters really.
Yeah.
And like their whole board, they have to reuse all their resources, and it drains their graveyard.
Yeah.
So basically, next turn I just murder them.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's fantastic. Boral Sword, because he's insane. I actually lost my secret rare. So round 7, I was playing, and round 8 actually, round 7, I lost it. And I played against my opponent, and I was like, where's my Boral Sword? And I beat him with Unicorn instead. So I was trying to OTK him, and I was like, where's my Boral Sword? So I just made Unicorn and attacked for 8,000.
Amazing.
With other cards. One Unicorn, one Phoenix, one Cerberus.
Yep.
One Cherubini. People don't realize you can bring it back with Seer.
Yeah.
And do the loop, and it's a free. If you use this card to send one of the level 3s, it's a 1-card link 3, which is fantastic. And if you have another card in my graveyard, it's a 1-card link 4. Underclock, you need it. I thought about playing other ones, but this card is just so great when you make this and like have a Cerberus or a Phoenix to make, because the draw one is so crucial.
It and draw one.
It's awkward because it requires 2 monsters with effect monsters.
I mean, if you're going for Orcust, though, you can also go into Avermax using that too.
Yeah, but and then lastly, 1 Link Rebo.
Is that common?
Unfortunately, but maximum rarity Dante is where it's at. I'm gonna leave him right here because he's a sexy bitch.
That's hot.
All right, let's go to the main deck.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I play a main deck. It's not just
Oh,
mill it out of the
broken.
graveyard.
You're not playing the Erupt main deck though.
Double Farfa. He's just great. I don't know
I'm
what
not
else to
really a
say.
fan of Farfa's YouTube channel. I'm just gonna throw it out there. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
But he's just great. He's free spot removal. You don't really need more than 2. Everybody playing 3's dumb. I feel like I've really optimized this deck to the best of its ability because of the fact that a lot of the cards you're playing are hard ones per turns.
Yeah.
So you don't want to play more than them. So
Makes sense.
and the other 2 are 2 Calcabs.
2 Calcab, okay.
Because Calcab, right now, like everybody's saying, it's going to a back row heavy format.
Yeah.
And because of the way I play this deck, you need the Farfas for the monster decks and the Calcabs for the back row decks.
Makes sense.
And when you get rid of the one Calcab, you really miss it. So having that second one is so crucial.
Yeah. And again, something like Orcus where they're only setting one back run, you know what it is. It's like huge.
Double Scarm.
Yep.
I was playing the one, what's it called? The one Crusadia monster where it like pops. But I was like, I'm going first, and like Scarm is just so crazy that, like, I've seen people play 3. I'm like, all right, Brick City.
Just, yeah,
but
not
I didn't
necessary.
like 1. 1 just felt like not enough, and like you can hit it off of Dante so much. Now with 2, it's fantastic. 1 Seer. Konami, please bring this back to 2 or 3.
I don't think that's necessary.
That's probably not gonna happen.
Graph, please come back to 2. I love you. 1 Libic, that's all you really need.
Yep.
One Alec. Alec is the man because if you're in a grind game and you run out of your Farfas, Alec sometimes can get it done against like Thunder Dragon. It got the job done. Against Orcus,
Yeah.
I negated their what's it called? The one that sends the graveyard. I forget the Link 3, whatever it is. I forget, but I negated his effect so that he couldn't like send on my turn. Then I popped his field spell, and then I just OTK'd him.
Broken.
1 Barbar.
Yep.
For game, obviously he's
Pretty
like
good.
the man, the myth, the legend. Double Jackalope going into Dangerous. I played 1 Secret. I pulled it today out of a Megaton.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna try to get it because they're like sexy as fuck. Double Secret Tsuchinoko because
Snake.
you know you gotta play the Snake Boy.
You do.
Double Nessie. He's just crazy, especially with this deck. Yeah, you want it to be a level 3, but if they hit it, it's a free level 3.
Yeah.
And like I can manipulate my hand where you're forced to hit it, so I get the level 3 for free. Double Rhino Warrior, like I keep saying, 3's too much, 2's just right, 1's not enough. Double Mathman in place of the 3rd Rhino Warrior.
Okay.
Like either of these cards are just great combo starters and extenders. So like Mathematician is crazy. I side out 1. You'll see in my side deck, I side one of these guys out all the time because you really don't need it too much.
Okay.
But 1 Tour Guide, come back to 3. This deck is OP.
Nope.
Yes. 1 Edgem Sabers, fantastic.
Yep.
1 Tracker. Some people are like, where's the Wielder? And I'm like, how are you making any synchro play ever with Wielder with a card that I'm playing, which is staple, with that? You know?
Trackers has more attack. It's a better card.
Archiver, he's
Yep.
fantastic.
Standard.
1 Steam, he's insane. If you do the Dante play, you tribute over Dante while he's under Cherubini. You bring this out, and then Dante comes back with Seer, and then you link this, your Cherubini and your 1 into a Link 4, either a Palooza or Avermax with like another card, and then you get a token which becomes Link Karibo. So like it sets up a really ridiculous play.
Pretty good.
Triple Gallus, he's the MVP of like every BA deck ever.
Yes.
You gotta play 3. I love the Hydrolander build back in the day, but Gallus he's just mental.
It's too strong.
He's just mental. He puts your opponent in like Boar Sword range where you don't have to do 8,000, and he's fantastic. Like if
Yeah.
he sends like a big monster, I don't even have to activate Boral Sword's effect because I hit my opponent with Ghost Ogre today on their Boral Sword.
That's pretty good.
So like I play a couple of hand traps in the main. I didn't want to side any hand traps because of the fact that you don't want to take up the space. I feel like there's better options. So I played double Ogre and double Ash. Like I said, you want to go with as least amount as possible. My deck doesn't want to see them all the time. If you see it, it's a bonus. But these cards were just fantastic all day. The Ogre like was incredible.
Yeah, Ogre's mad good.
1 Glow Up Bulb because he's broken, and he's the card that makes the Herald of the Arclight.
Okay.
He's just fantastic. If you see this and you herald your opponent, you're just like, all right.
Yeah,
have fun.
you're chilling.
The O-Lion that you send off of Mathematician makes a free token, and then you go into Cherubini for 1 card Cherubini.
That you do.
Double Destrudo with the 1 Mare.
Standard.
I love this card to death. Orochi, it like made me win the game today. People are like, oh, it banishes, and I'm like, oh, I don't care. All my good cards are out of my deck.
Yeah,
Have fun.
It's an extender. Like once you're already going, it's
And triple Sekkas. You'll see in my side deck why, but this card overperformed and kept me in the game all day.
I mean, legal potted
I
green
know.
that also lets you fix your hand by shuffling
Alright.
one is pretty good.
This is called throwback side deck. I showed it to one of my opponents who just like shit his pants. All right, first off, you gotta start with the heavy hitter, Jinzo.
Broken.
You really, if you play against like Altergeist, like side decking or like True Draco, they don't know you're gonna play this, so they really don't shotgun. They think you're gonna play like side into Twin Twisters or some like terrible garbage like Red Reboot.
Yeah.
So they don't want to waste it until they have like a proven negate on board.
Yeah.
And like I commit resources. So what I do is I'll special summon a monster, and True Draco's not gonna like activate anything on that.
No.
And neither is Altergeist. So at that point you got him, because the fact that you
Got him.
you drop Jinzo, you can't activate any traps, and any traps on the field, their effects are negated, and you can't activate the True Draco traps in graveyard. So it like all trap decks are just shut down.
You seem to be talking a lot about True Draco. You got a problem with the man holding the camera phone right now?
Yeah, he can walk home.
Oh, okay, cool.
I heard he needs cardio.
Shots fired.
Bang bang.
More, you'll see a theme in a moment, but triple.
Oh, I like
spell,
themes.
It's triple spell canceller. It tells Sky Striker like have fun, like don't play the game.
It tells Sky Strikers, hey, you think you're gonna duel? Psych!
You suck.
You thought you were playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
The big chicken ball. He underperformed. Like I won a game today against Thunder Dragon where I sphere moded him. I decided it specifically against Pendulum because Pendulum was hardcore siding for Nibiru to negate it.
Yeah.
And I know that from like watching the videos. So I wanted to see Pendulum with this. I didn't see them. And to be honest with you, everybody said Nibiru underperformed for them. I got Nibiru
So
twice.
true.
It didn't really hurt when I got Nibiru too much because I played around it. But Sphere mode, it's an incredible card if you can drop it and nobody's playing around it. The only problem is losing your normal summon really hurts.
Yeah.
Like my deck can play around it sort of, but like this card's just OP.
Yeah.
It's just not fair. The triple Kaiju package against Orcus, which I went 4-0 against today.
Broken.
These cards came so clutch because you Kaiju their shit. Against Sky Striker, you just Kaiju their shit too. It's like, oh, you want to play Sky Striker? Okay. This is last format all over again, except you have one Kagari and one multi-roll, and you're dead.
You lose.
And then last but not least, triple Vanity's Fiend. I double against one of my Orcus players, game 3, actually game 2, because I 2-0'd him. I drew 3 of these in Sekka's Light.
Broken.
So like at Sekka's Light,
Naturally.
I used Gallus effect.
That's so good.
Then I Vanity's Fiended him, and then next turn, I like special summoned I normal summoned a Rhino Warrior and kept attacking him.
Yeah.
And then on my turn again, I tributed over the Rhino Warrior with the second one.
That's so good.
So it's double Vanity's Fiend against that deck, and then Rhino Warrior sent Scarm, so I had the Tour Guide.
Yeah.
So if you manage to out this, you're done. Like, have fun. But
That's so good.
Twin Twisters is not good. Like all the back row decks back row cards that people are playing.
Like you don't need them because
Yeah.
you have like the spell cancelers, the Jinzo.
Yeah, you play Sekka's Light and you draw into them, and Sekka's Light, like, you never side this card out. If you side this card out, stop playing BA. Like,
Don't do it.
I played against an Orcus BA deck. I 2-0'd him. Like, Orcus, people don't realize Orcus for regular BA is actually so free. I realized that today, and at the Maryland Regional, I went and combined 8-0 against Orcus.
Good shit.
Like, and Thunder Dragon, I went a combined 6-1 between the two events.
It's pretty good.
So, and Sky Striker, I think I went like 3-1. So,
But who's keeping track, right?
yeah. I mean, I'm keeping track of time and your life points.
Yeah, right.
But
All right. Any final words, thoughts on the decks? Anything you want to say about it that you haven't already?
just shout out to Dante, man. Like he's killing it.
Dante, you my boy.
He's just fire with that feather.
Actually, he's not fire. He's a light type. You
All
scrub.
All right,
Nice.
but he's going to the abyss, and you're coming with me. All right, take it easy. See you next time.